Welcome, everybody. My name is Vincent, and I'm from Life Coach to Rapid Results. Wow, have I got a video for you today? This is a very, very powerful video. It's going to be 4 questions to help give your children a better future and a better life. These 4 questions, which you can change how your child thinks about stuff, could avoid all sorts of problems in later life. We're talking all sorts of different problems. It will literally give your child a better, give them the tools to be able to keep safe and to be able to run the tape through to the end, to think of things, what's going to happen as consequences. So let's start off. They say that all of us are programmed with our parents' programming. So we got to be careful how we talk to our children, because we all, in our ego, from being conditioned by our parents, there's a bit of our parents within our mind. So it's very important that we change that programming, because there's a lot of faulty programming going along, from parents these days. And what I mean is, we're too quick to say, you can't do that, you mustn't do that, that's wrong, and all these things they're not healthy. They're not healthy. They're not going to stop a child from doing something. And the reason they're not going to stop a child from doing something, because from my own experience, and probably from a lot of your own experiences, someone told me not to do something, I'm going to do it. And that's just child tactics, isn't it? That's just what we're like when we're younger, because we don't understand certain things. Someone told me this is wrong or that's bad or whatever. There's more chance of me going towards it than someone saying, oh, that's good for me. So how I change this is, instead of saying that's bad, that's wrong, you mustn't do that, I need to start saying, right, when you speak to my child, I need to start forget them words, and I need to start saying, right, okay then, think about it. If you do this, what's going to be the consequences of you doing that? How is that going to make you feel? Yeah. So get them to run the tape through it to the end in their head. Get them to use their imagination and get them to think about the consequences of their actions and how their actions are going to make them feel. Instead of saying, you can't do that, you mustn't do that. And what that'll do is, this program, if you can get this in the right age and your kids pick this up, that program could stop so much trouble. It could literally create a better human being. Not a better human being, but give that child a better quality of life, give him better tools to be able to deal with life and stay away from things that's going to cause him harm. It could stop criminality, it could stop addiction, it could stop all different types of things if you can just put this thinking, this program, which is a couple of questions, into your child's mind at a young age. What's going to be the consequences of you doing that, and how is it going to make you feel? And get them to use their imagination and run it through to the end. There's the first 2 questions.
I like the way you said using their imagination then to show you the very end. So what with the question you're asking them, they're answering the why themselves, why not to do it. Yeah?
Yeah. Where they're seeing the consequences of it, because a child does something, doesn't see the consequences.
Yeah.
And when you get them to see, actually run
They're
it
impulsive,
through,
yeah.
and you feel it, then that's going to be more of a sentence. Instead of saying, don't do that, you can't do that, you mustn't do that.
Yeah.
So it's a totally different program you want to put into your kid's head at a young age.
Yeah.
Which there's 2 simple questions. I got liver 2 questions.
I mean, what I got from that at the moment in time, before you go on to the next bit, Vince, is so rather than say to the pupil, if you like, or the person, don't do that or you can't do that, by asking what's going to happen next. Yeah, if you do that, then they're going to see with their own imagination the outcome of their actions.
Yeah.
And if they can see, and their word in the mouth, in their voicing, if you like, their own actions, and these actions or results, if you like, are not so good, they can now step back. That's what you're trying to say, yeah? And not do it. Yeah. And that's a choice then of that they've made themselves.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Imagination was given to us to keep us safe, not to destroy us.
Yeah.
So using in the way it was given to us. So our imagination was given to us to test things out, so we could see what it was going to be like and how it was going to feel if we did it. And then if we don't like the feel or don't like the consequence of it, then we don't do it. And that's what our imagination was given to us for. But a lot of us forget that. We forget what we know. You know, we forget so much, like, or we haven't been taught this stuff, which is very, very valuable for a highly productive life, really. You know, and it's so simple. This stuff is so simple. So the next two questions are, yeah, the other two questions. What good is coming out of this? What's it trying to teach you? What good is coming out of this? What's it trying to teach you? Take the why out of your child's vocabulary. Don't let him say why. You know, Mum, why did that? Why have I hit? Why have I fallen over at my leg? Why has this happened? Take that out, and if you can replace it with what good is coming out of this, what's it trying to teach you? Yeah, when your child comes up to you, Mum, I come off my bike and hurt my leg. Okay, what good is coming out of this? What's it trying to teach you? You know, we're too quick to label things as negative or wrong. The child coming off his bike and hurting his leg, that's absolutely perfect, because that's the exact pain that they need to prevent them from having a bigger accident. So it's the lesser pain that happens that prevents you from having a greater pain. So the lesser pain is the gift. Don't be so quick to label it. Help them to see what good is coming out of this, what's it trying to teach you. Again, I'll give you a couple of examples. So your son or daughter gets in a relationship, young relationship, heartbroken, the relationship wasn't good, it was a bit abusive maybe, not very kind, come to you broken hearted, you know, why does this happen? Why does that happen? No, forget why. Get rid of the word why. What good is coming out of this? What's it trying to teach you? What do you mean? Like, I'm in pain. Yeah, but let's see this. Let's see this from a different point of view. What good is coming out of this? What's it trying to teach you? So because of the pain you've experienced in this relationship, this pain you experienced in this relationship, it showed you that you're vulnerable in certain parts in your character. And it's the pain which is making you stronger in them parts of your character, which then gives you the ability to have a better relationship later in life. And if you didn't get hurt in this relationship at this early age, then you've got a hell of a lot more hurt to come. So do you want the hurt to be in your past, or do you want it to be in your future? Because it's got to be in the one. And when you get your child to start to see things differently, you change how they feel, because then you can start seeing the good that's coming out of this and what's it teaching them. Instead of going, that's wrong, that's not nice, lots of resistance, why did that happen, why has this happened, causing their own emotional pain. 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. And we can change how we react to any event by asking the two questions. What good is coming out of this? What's it trying to teach us? So let's go to another event. Let's have a look at something else. So your child gets mixed up with the wrong people, ends up doing some bad things. Yeah, you know. So again, comes to you. You know, what's happened? This has happened. You know, they left me. They did this to me. Okay, stop asking why, because you're causing your own pain. Start asking, what good is coming out of this? What's it trying to teach you? Again, being around them people is help you see that your vulnerable parts, at least making your character stronger, so you're able to put things in place and stop it from happening before it happens. You change your perception of it. You know, we start to see things, we're taking a psychological view of this and starting to see things differently. Yeah, so we just keep asking, what good is coming out of this? What's it trying to teach us? And in absolutely everything, in all the bad, in the worst of the worst, there's some good, and in the best of the best, there's some bad. By asking what good is coming out of this, what's it trying to teach us, we change our whole view on how we look at the world and how we look at our problems. Because the problems are not the problem, it's my perception of them is the problem. And by asking them two questions, what good is coming out of this, what's it trying to teach you, I change my whole look, my whole perspective on the problems. And if I change my perspective on the problems, I can change how the problems affect me, dissolve the pain from the problems, which frees me from them. You know, and this stuff is so bloody simple. It's so simple. It's so simple, but so powerful. You know, I'm asking 4 questions that can put a program into your child's mind, and it can change the child's life and future from 4 questions. That is powerful. That is power. You know, so I'm going to leave it there because it's just doing a short video, you know, a short video to help people out there, you know, that can through this video, you can prevent a lot of harm.
So, and Vince, is this going to be a chain? There's more videos to come, yeah?
There's more
So
videos
if
to
anybody,
come. So
they can subscribe to this, and then they're going to get notified at a later date.
please subscribe and share. Like I said, these videos, I ain't doing no fancy videos. You know, it's not about Hollywood and the big lights and the big signs, because it's not about that. It's just about the message. You know, when I speak, I have a powerful message that transforms emotional pain, transforms how you think, transforms how you feel. And that's what I'm about. I'm not about flashy lights and glitter and all that. You know, I'm talking real. You know, this stuff I haven't come up with myself. I'm not some super genius that's just come up with this stuff. You know, I've learned off a lot of people. I've done a lot of studying. I've had 10 years. I've been deep in all sorts of different studyings, like, you know, and this is what I've pulled up and put together in the most simplest stuff. You know, I'm a RHTT, Rapid Holistic Transformational Therapist. That's what I am. You know, it's all about that rapidness. You know, it's all about, nobody wants to go to counselling or wants to go to services for months on end, for years on end with little results. I'm all about, come and sit with me, have a session, let's fix you, and off you go. Done. That's what I'm about. You know, so if you like this video, please share and subscribe. And I thank you for joining me today. Please take care.
Thank you.